Okay, so I know you can see like my OBS and stuff, and I'm sorry. I hope this works. Um, I I don't. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see what I'm doing. I'm on my PC, which it's not very good. But I wanted to try something different today because I'm feeling pretty chilled and relaxed. Um, and I wanted to see, you know, that made a lot of noise. I'm sorry. Um, see if we can see anything. I'll get an ad. Watch. Just watch. No one could probably even see me. Okay. Okay, good. I can be seen. I think we need to adjust our camera a little bit. Hold on. Sorry for shaking you all over the place. See if that's a little better. Sorry, you can see my OBS. I know. I'm super professional. When somebody does get into the chat, you'll have to let me know how my volumes are, if I'm dropping a lot of frames, etc. We're gonna just doodle crap today. Just cause something new, chill, and different to do. We probably won't for very long. I didn't want to open stuff. I wanted to new file. There we go. Ugh, my tablet keeps telling me Google Play Store is done. Like, nobody asked that. Nobody asked for that. Don't be that way. My, I am so cold. I'm in my robe. I have a thing on my a blanket on my lap, and I'm gonna have to put on my little things here. I knitted these to wear at my computer. Oh my god, Google Play, stop. And if I don't keep getting rid of that, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna shut my frickin' stream thing off. Okay. Toasty. Oh my lord, it is already starting to piss me off. Okay, so trying to figure out which way is inside out. Okay. Oh, is that why you're giving me a problem? Stop downloading stuff. Get out of here. You suck. Professional, I know. Okay, well, I'll give this a shot. Let me check this. I may have to swap to it because, yeah. Seriously, being cold is the literal worst. I'm also kind of testing this out because if this works, there's a chance, since I have just music running in the background on YouTube, that I might be able to at least do like browser games sometimes on my PC. So stupid crap like Unfair Mario and stuff might be an option. And I wanted to test and see how well the camera worked. I've never been able to use it before. So let's first off, I know you can't see my layers because my camera's in the way, but I figured this was the best place to put it so that you could see. Hello, hoax. I'm trying anyways. Please let me know how my volumes and etc. are, and if you can see me and if I'm dropping frames and what I'm doing. I'm trying here really hard, but let's just add a new layer because I don't mess with it. Let's get our bucket fill and let's pick a nice dark back around. Like, this. Fill it in. Fill it in. Or don't. How about this one? No? This one? What have I done? Am I on the bucket fill? What am I doing? What? My voice is super quiet. Okay, I do have to... I'm sorry you're gonna see my OBS. We're going to adjust it. Let's try that. Just let me know. This is the bucket fill, right? Fill tool. Layer 3 color. Why you do this? You already gonna give me problems? Ooh, gradients. Okay, stop it. Undo flood fill, undo flood fill, undo flood fill. Undo it. Because I clicked it 600 times. I'm confused. Give me a new layer. What is this? That didn't... Okay, here's layer 4. I've already broken it. 760... 8p. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, let's remove the layer. And we'll remove this layer. Yes, I just turned it down really because I couldn't tell how loud it was. I'm sorry, now you're gonna see this. Oh my god, that got so loud, I'm so sorry. Please tell me that wasn't as loud to you as it was to me. Because I feel like I've gone down. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can hear myself. Oops. Yeah, I was really quiet, wasn't I? Okay. Layer 2. Bucket fill. Purple. There we go. We did it. Okay. Okay. So what should we draw? What should we doodle? A new layer. Voice just needs the same volume adjustment, and we are glorious. Try right about there and see how that treats you. And thank you for helping me adjust. It's been so long since I've been on the computer for anything. Let's get my pencil. Let's bring this down to a little bit. If anybody would like to gift me Lazy Nizumi, I have an email for that. I'm kidding. So let's get back to our black lines here. Well, especially given that I've got like the old one. I've got the old one partially because my ancient, not so well. It's not that ancient, the PC, but it's not. You know the specs of my computer. It's pretty much the worst thing ever. So I'm amazed that this is working. And I do apologize in advance if it just randomly shuts off because my PC does that. Okay, so what are we gonna doodle? I kind of like to doodle a bear, but I'm not thinking I'm gonna be able to do that. Do we have a... Let's see. What do bears look like? That adjustment did literally nothing. I'll up it all the way, and if that's still not enough, I can always turn my gain up a little bit, but I could hear some vibrating in the background. It was bugging me. Let's see. I got like a... What did I do? I ended up on the erase function with it. How did I manage that? Where'd my pencil go? There we go. Here's kind of a big, weird shaped face. I'm not looking at a reference. You don't think the OBS is actually tied to my mic? I don't know. It seemed like it turned it up last time. Because I suddenly realized I could hear myself. No. I asked you to help me, and I appreciate it. Because, like I said, it's been a while. You should have seen me trying to set this up. I've been working on it for like an hour. Bear... Rawr. Bear mouth. Bear snout. Let's do like a bear nose. I'm sorry for cracking my neck. Okay, hold on. I feel like we're making progress, but we're not there. I turned up the gain in the background, so or in the back of the mic itself, hoping that would help. Don't know that it will. Let's see, what do bear noses look like? I know, this is so sad. Turn this up just a little bit more. Okay. I feel like that's good, but not quite. My selecty tool. And move you. Right there. Maybe a little, not very too hard. You're like on a grid, and I don't like it. There? I don't know. Let's go. Whatever. Whatever. Select all. Where's my select all? Do. There it is. Okay. Perfect. The freaking border is gonna drive me nuts, isn't it? No. Sorry for the phone. I don't like how this is going. I don't. I'm up for suggestions on what to draw. Right this second I am just sort of bullshitting, to be honest with you. Not really doing anything. Let's just go ahead and yeah, start again. Yes, Google Play services. I know you've stopped. My tablet's probably so outdated. But I need to be able to see what I'm doing. That's 3 notifications on top of one another. Fantastic. You can stop with this border thing. Okay, so. Hello, doctor, wherever you are. I'm bummed out because I was able to draw the dinosaur no problem, and I can't draw actual bears. Oh, no. It was a scam likely phone call. I know we're totally doing anything, right? I'm sorry this is probably really boring. But I am like I'm so super chill today, and I was like, I don't feel like getting angry at a video game. I wanted to make this picture bigger. Because I was gonna draw my cutie bear face. Why is my phone sticky? Blah. Let's see. I said it in granola, that's why. So I just tossed that over there in the corner. Okay. I do need tea for my art time for chilling. I agree. I could also use references. Let me, let's see. I'm afraid to bring up my browser. Because that's basically just gonna crash everything. Probably. You having a good time? Now my phone signal's gonna be crap. I tried to do that, and it's just a black screen and I can't figure out why. Tried to do it many, many times. But I don't know what the heck I am doing wrong. There's a lot of bird pictures. Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. It might just be one of those things where, like, I had Krita up before I started OBS or some stupid thing like that, so it's not going to capture it, you know? Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Thank you very much for the host, Kenny5879. I appreciate that greatly. And how are you today? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad it's actually working. I'm happy. But yeah, definitely. It's been a year and a half since I've used OBS or anything on the PC at all. So I'm honestly kind of surprised that I remembered anything. I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry if I end up quiet. I will check my messages here and there to make sure I'm still chatting with y'all. And this is just my sketchy layer. Alright, let's see. So now we need to get a nice big fluffy face. I think it should go up a little higher. Trying to keep my phone active so that I can see this damn picture. Yes, I'm using a reference. If anybody tells you that's wrong, they're idiots. Now for some cutie little ears. Those are too big. Just too big. Too big ears. The ears too big. So go back to our first. There we go. Thank you. Then that's gonna be part of the head right here. Part of the head right here. And it's got like the like scars are right here. Okay, so then you got kind of after it's fluffy face, and you get like the fluffy face comes into like the ears. Okay. I'm drawing the like werebear skin thing, just cause I can, I guess. So once you do that, you got kind of like a sort of weird this thing going on back here. And then you got, let's see. Oh, Dalaran, we love you. Don't do that. So you got your big ol' like shouldery things. Which have these like fluffy dudes that go down. I use English words. Good. So we got the fluffy do. And we got some more fluffies going on here. Then we got kind of a middle fluffy do. Like this. Right? I got the fluffies here. We got some more fluffies here. Right? There we got. This side's got a fluffy. I'm sure once I get like painting, you'll actually see why I keep calling them fluffies. So and then we got like, I don't know, this one. Okay. And we got like a big bulbous arm here. Because they strong. They strong bears. I am so chill today, y'all, and like, I could use a nap. Not gonna lie. But, I wanted to do something today. Good old violet hole. Stop trying to turn off on me. I know that there's a function in these programs that I could just flip the picture. And I'm sure that it's very useful to people whose job is art. But, for me, I feel like I'm cheating when I do it, So the way these arms are is kind of roundy, and then there's gonna be like a sort of a round, come back round, bring it round town. This, and then there's some like circling markings here. So we're gonna do this again over here. This circling mark here. So who's excited for BFA? I'm really stoked, personally. So then we've got kind of a skinny part of the arm, a little bit. Which is about where the chest comes in. And then, let's see, we've got, from there, you can kind of see, let's make this arm though first, because I'll forget. And I'll be like, oh no, there's no room for the arm. This is a big, fat, fluffy arm, because I got big old, like, gorilla arms. So it's, that line's too long, but it's a sketch layer, so it's fine. Never drawn any of the bear forms except the dinosaur one, so this is like a whole new level of something for me. You kind of got this, and then you kind of got this going because it's like his belly. And then you've got about halfway here we got just little legs. The feet are going to be about where that is. Okay, so we do this. Sorry for talking to myself so much. Well, I mean, I guess you're here because you want me to talk and not just be totally silent. But I'm sure to some extent it seems really stupid. Can I make this? Oh yeah, I can zoom that. Sweet. I can zoom. That looks way different when I zoom in. How is about that? Okay, so from right about... Because this is going to come up like this, right? It's gonna be kind of smiddly bit that the legs are gonna join to. Thank you so much, Gladiator, for the host. I appreciate it. And how are you doing today? Streamer, exactly. Like, I never really shut up, but at the same time, I suppose that's kind of part of what you're after, huh? So right here, we got the feet. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 4. Oh no, your Toshiba won't turn. That sucks. I've had a lot of Toshiba products, which I actually really liked them, but they, a lot of the time, they'd crap out on me. So we're gonna... Oh, somebody's at the door. I'm not that good at feet. Probably have to take, like, the back cover off. Wow, whoever that is really intent on getting in. Okay, somebody got it. Still think that looks too fat or something. I don't know. Some of this will be fixed in the actual drawing. Thanks. Okay, so now this will actually like be fluffy like that, and we'll get a big old hand. I feel like somebody's like here. It's weird. I don't know why somebody would be here. Hey, don't try to go dark on me. I'm looking at this. So from experience, this is kind of how this hand goes. Because I look at this bear frequently. We got, let's see. Oh, the thumb's like curled under, I get it. Trying to get a perspective on that, and I'm like, what? So thin this out just a little. There. Toesies! That's too... Let's try skinny that. There we go, better. Okay. So now, let's see if we can't get... And I feel like that's too... I know they're big hands, but they gotta be properly proportioned or they can look right. That's not good either. That's bad. The angle. Something about this ain't right. We'll figure it out in painting. Okay. So this side's a about the same thing. Who'd have thought? Who'd have frickin' thought, right? I don't know what that is. What's all that about? Before I forget, let's go ahead and I'm gonna just get save as. We're going to make it into a PNG image. We're gonna put it in our documents, and we're going to call it Werebear. Okay. Tier 3 sub. What? Okay, hold on. Let's do that. This fluffy little cuff helps me see where I'm going. This gotta be angled out a little bit. And you know, I see what the issue is. Give me my, it's too long. That's what it is. This finger should only come to about here. And then the next one should come to here. Okay, much better. Okay. She said, Lottie said be right back, so I don't know if she's still here. I don't know how far we'll get on this drawing, by the way, but that's fine. This hand is a freaking mess. I'll fix it, I promise. I mean, I say that, but I don't know what to do with it. Again, I feel like this line is whatever. It's fine. Alright. So then we got kind of like this. Kind of like that. Right, okay. There's like a, what is this, a feather? Okay, this arm has, around this bicep thing. Leather straps like this. Okay, so it has leather straps like that, like a buckle right here, I guess. Now we got 1 and 2 little feathers sticking out, and there's like right here. There's like a little sort of ponytail. Found in a thing. Looks like there's another feather here. And then we will have to add toe claws. The claw. Those eyes will probably end up being smaller because they're actually really, really, really tiny on a bear. I have way too much stuff on my desk, and I'm just trying not to set crap in granola somewhere. Okay, so now we move on to the new layer for colors. Color layer. Alright, so he's a brown baby. He's not super dark, but we need a darker line. We need it to be more like this. What color is this? Don't do that. Don't be like that. Can we turn it sideways and make it better? Kinda. I love how I think of stuff like that. I'm like, I'm a genius! Okay. Let's see if we can't figure out what kind of brown... What kind of brown are you? More yellowy? Right there. So let's darken it to right there. Okay, so let's start with the colors. And actually, let's go back to layer 3. Trying to opacity. Like that. Back to layer 4. I'm confused all around about what you're even talking about. So y'all having a fine Friday? Are you off, Hoax? What's going on? What's the haps with my peeps? I realize... What's wrong now? I had the wrong brush for lines. I need my marker. Where are you, marker? So you or you? 50. Hold on a second now. Bring it down to like... There we go. Oh. Well, thank you very much, Hoax. That's very appreciated. And I'm glad it is your day off. I know this isn't particularly pertinent to anybody, but I will be online in a little bit if you wanted to do something. I need LFR on my Warlock. And it is Pandaria time walking. The program I was talking about earlier, Lazy Nezumi, is it is a line smoothing program for when you draw on digital tablets. Ooh, yeah, I'd say party. Got any fun plans? Some teeth. Now I have to imagine a lot of like professionals actually use like bucket fill for coloring. I don't. Because part of the fun to me is the painting. Napping, yeah. So I used it for one other drawing one time. The one I made for you, Hoax. And there is a brush here in Krita that is, it's like a hair, like fur, and it comes out so cool. Now, obviously, this fur crap will look more like hair at some point. I may even have to change the color of these lines. I don't know. I overcompensated. I overdid it, y'all. Overdid it. Thank you, Control Z. I'm sorry if I make weird faces while I'm drawing. As I probably do. I feel like I want that to be roundier than it is. Can we talk about how good the soundtrack is? It's really good. It's really good, chill, drawn, hanging out music. Am I doing this in multiple layers? Yes, I am. I know that's the one part you can't see, and that's really frustrating. I'm sorry, but it seemed like the best choice for what to cover up was my paintbrushes and my layers. I suppose it could have gone up in the color wheel, but I think people like seeing the color wheel for some reason. Multiple layers are incredibly important when you're drawing. And I end up with like 50 of them sometimes. Because I do lines, and then I do paint, and then I do more paint, and then I do more paint, and then I do more paint. What are you doing? Uh-oh. My music stopped. Oh. I should have known. There's always a gap in that music right there. The color wheel is pretty, and I think people would rather see like what I'm doing with the color wheel as opposed to what I'm doing with like, because I mean for the most part I don't mess with the tab in the bottom. I should put a tie on it. It's not like we can't do multiple versions. We can do all kinds of stuff. I was thinking maybe some war paint on the face, because why not, right? That's... The problem is, I see part of what the issue is here. I feel like the toe's too fat or something. Pause will be the bane of my existence. And I just barely see this toe, right? Yeah, and we do that. Not bad, not bad. Could be worse. And that front toe is too fat too. Something. Baker Ruins. And this is gonna be obviously leather band. So. Oh god. The other day we went over to Dr. DeSesso's like a week ago Monday. And yeah, a week ago Monday. And he made these steaks, right? And it was so good. Welcome back, Gladiator. And ever since I've been like, I think I need one of those things. I think that arm's not fat enough. Because it's not. I made too many lines, now I can't go back. I'll just fatten it up, it's fine. Here. And we'll do the arms out a little bit longer here. Right. There, now they're more even. Yay! I'm glad it's working. It's actually closer to what the hands look like. It's the thing about having a drawing. She's right, by the way. But the thing about having a drawing tablet that I like a lot is I'm so much more confident on a drawing tablet because okay, if I screw up, I can edit and blah blah blah, and it makes me like it takes the anxiety of drawing out and makes it enjoyable again. Paper frustrates the heck out of me because I have such trouble. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Still can't get this hand to do what I want it to do. Bring this out. Bring it out. Better. Bring this out. Right? Better. Not perfect, but better. Closer to what I wanted anyway. Okay, so now... Yeah, it's just... Oh, you're welcome. I know the platypus is super silly, but I thought it was kind of fun. Let's bring my color back. My picture right here, so you can see it. And I broke it. I think I froze my phone. That's not helpful. There we go. There you are. There you are, you sweet bear. Okay, so now let's lighten this up a little bit. Lighten, but we want it to be more of like, yeah, like that. And hit the belly. Like, and things when I do digital art, I feel like my drawings kind of come out like I want them to. Whereas on paper, I find that I'm incredibly frustrated and, like, I feel like it just doesn't do. Which, honestly, I feel like traditional artists are more skilled. Probably because of that. Hello, Kenny. How's it going? And his chest is actually the light brown. I am using a program called Krita. It is free, and it is excellent. I definitely recommend giving it a shot. So let's give this a bump. Since we've been working for a little bit. Let's go back to our original color and make it dark. Brown. This is actually, we want it to be a little more red. There, okay. Yeah, I do like that one because I have it on my phone, but my pen's not very sensitive, so it's frustrating to use. Ooh, splatter pens. This should really look more like it's wrapping around. Like this. Undo this. It's now mad at it. Oh, wait. I thought I couldn't go back anymore. I was like, oh, of course. Should be like the other side where it did this. I like Borean too. I liked both, so. And I remember someone when we first got Wrath of the Lich King, I want to say it might have been you, Hoax, told me they were doing the new thing, you know, with achievements for completing all the quests and all the zones, the Lore Master achievements. And they were like, so you're going to want to try to complete, you know, as you go along leveling, you're going to want to try to complete all the quests, you know. I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. And so I did all of Borean and all of the Fjord, and I got about halfway through Dragonblight, and I was 80. And to this day, I haven't finished it. That is awesome, and that's in the Autodesk sketchbook. See, I don't have it on my computer, but I do have it on my phone. Which I guess you can get aftermarket pens for my phone that are pretty decent. I'm pretty sure you can see this, but and I'm sorry, it's really dirty. But it has a stylus, which frequently brings up Autodesk. It's an LG Stylo Plus 3. It's really cool. I actually really like Dragonblight. That's awesome, Gladiator. I might try that at some point. Because it's definitely a cool program. I mean, you're much more of an artist than I am. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oops. Grizzly Hills is really good. Well, I'd have to say you probably know more than I do. So, and that's okay. Now, I want black, but I want black, dark gray, right there. Yeah, I'm curious too. I'm really interested. I'm really excited for BFA, to be honest. I mean, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, I could always be mistaken, of course. Let's see, what do we want to do now? Let's go back to our. I want black, and I see. I'm gonna make these eyes smaller. And they're actually more like. Sorry, I keep looking at my reference. They're super, super tiny. And they're actually kind of like that. Okay. Now, let's give me a white. Obviously the teeth aren't going to be this white, but I need to get a general idea of what I'm doing. I think this Grizzly Hill's coming. Yep. So I can make monster art. Monster art can really be hard. Like, I just draw a lot of... I tend to just draw a lot of WoW fan art, basically. That'll be separate teeth at some point. Let's go back to the... I guess get back to dark gray. Oh, isn't he a fluffy cutie patootie? Oops. I missed. But yeah, if you like Clip Art Studio or whatever, I think definitely give Krita a shot. I really think it's a great program. I need a... Okay, let's go with gray. I need you to be more like a silver right about now. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but Gladiator. You don't play World of Warcraft, correct? And this is World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King soundtrack. You do not. I thought as much. That's okay. Alright, now let's give it another savey-do. Because last thing we want to do is have this crash and lose our progress. New layer. And we'll take this brown. This brown. No, it's too dark. This brown. No, this. Yeah, that brown. That brown. Let's look at it again. How far did you get that moose, by the way? I feel like that's too orangey. Let's go more. I want you more of a yellow. No, more of a yellow, but not like yellow. Like yellow. This is hard. And we're right back to where we were. Oh, not quite. Almost. Wait, that was it. I can't let go of the pen properly. I know that when you and I ran during the night, that one time you were like 32 or 33. So, we'll up this to about 7. Oh, that's fine. Let's go ahead and zoom a little bit. I'm at 67. And they use violin. I rather like violin and fiddle. I mean, I prefer violin to fiddle style, but this is a fiddle style that I actually really like. And dramatic music incoming. Can't tell I know this soundtrack by heart, can ya? This and BC. I don't actually listen to this one that often anymore, but it's one of my favorites. But BC I listen to a lot because it's incredibly chilled out. Like, so much of the Draenei music is so chilled. This is one of my favorite pieces in the game, though. This is actually from Vanilla Warcraft. But it was used because there was something to do with it in the zone. Pretty much. Yeah, Hoax, fiddles are. It's just that I don't often like the style of fiddle because it gets a little too country music sounding for me at times. By the way, the background's just blue because it blinds me to look at a white screen and I can't take it. Oh, and if you do have a digital tablet, by the way, I'm using a Wacom Intuos small pen and touch, I think. This is just a regular, like 3x5 or whatever card stock. I lay it over top of my tablet, and it keeps me from scratching the hell out. So, I highly recommend it, because it bothered me. That's what you use? Yeah, it's a really good tablet. I didn't think I was going to get used to the idea of not looking down at my hand while I was drawing, but I grew accustomed to it very quickly. And when coloring, remember to lift your pen up once in a while, or else you'll color a huge section, make one mistake, and have to erase the whole thing like an idiot. I.e. me. Yeah, it's weird how quick the adjustment is. I really thought I was going to struggle a lot. So I was glad. And I really love the thing, and I'm sad that I don't use it more. So I'm going to try to make more excuses, too. This was a good excuse to do it, and I wanted to get up and do some stuff, and I've wanted to do this for a while, but I wasn't sure that I could handle it. And hopefully we haven't had a lot of stalling out baloney. That's good enough. I'm going to line back over it anyway. Oh no, the Wrathgate. Good. I'm so glad that this is working out. I'm excited. Because I'd like to do a lot more of this kind of junk on Fridays. If not drawing, maybe other creative things. I don't know how much interest people would have in watching me like crochet or knit or something, but that's always an option. I'll tell you what. I have a really tough time with sketching because I always think the sketch looks like garbage, and I'm like, look, all you need to do is get basic skeletons in the background. Stop panicking. And I agree, line art is absolute trash. Hate it. Coloring, love it. Coloring is my favorite part. I love to color and paint, so... Painting is one thing I'm actually okay at on paper. I can kind of paint. But I find it easier to work with mixing colors, blah blah blah, when you're using paint as opposed to other mediums. Yeah, this is pretty much some kind of indigo, purple, whatever, to answer your earlier question, Hoax. I agree, very much, Gladiator. I should have known that you'd be the one interested in my stream today. But I wasn't sure who would see it because I changed my days recently, so I was like, well, I don't know who's gonna show up because everybody's used to me popping on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I felt like these days were better for me, for right now. GameCube, yeah, that's pretty damn accurate. GameCube purple. Flats are a frickin' riot to me, by the way. I recently drew the dinosaur druid form, which the drawing turned out way better than I could have ever hoped in my life. And it's like mostly flats. I didn't put, like, the spikes got a lot of detail, but I tried to intentionally not like overdo it because I was like, don't drive yourself nuts, make it real simple. And now I'm like, I want to go back and paint it because the painting is the best part. Dang, I'm really excited with how it turned out. It's super cute. Someone always aggressively promotes you. Well, don't ever be bullied by anybody to come watch me. You don't have to. But I love having you. I do appreciate you promoting me, don't get me wrong, I just had to tease you. That's cool. I like when you get on and you're like, I don't know what I'm drawing today, and then stuff starts forming and you're like, oh, guess I'm drawing this. Cool. Some of my emojis are not showing up, so just so warning to you. I can't see what that is because it's just blank. Thanks, tablet. I probably have to update my Twitch because I don't actually remember the last time I did it. Because I'm a toolbox. Well, my tablet rarely has space either, to be fair. It looks kind of like a bear. Weird. Oh, heck. It's my fault, not yours. My poor little tablet's pretty old at this point. And never has space. So that's why it keeps yelling at me, Google Play has stopped working. I know it is. Some are quite a bit older than you. Well, I'm older than you, but not quite a bit older than you. The slight purple showing through some of these little lines are cracking me up super hard because they're tripping me out. I also find it super funny when you're drawing and you do flats like this and you're like, ah, it looks like a child's drawing this. Great. But then later it turns out to look like something and you're like, oh, I guess everybody has to have that phase, huh? They're enhancing it. I don't know how much longer I'll go, but we're chilling, so I'm not super stressed about how long I take today or anything. Drawing striped shirts. I have a hard time with patterns because I do roughly 2 or 3 of whatever the pattern is before I start to lose focus and they just kind of go straight to hell. And that's not a pattern anymore. I think I ran out of soundtrack, you guys. Hold on, don't look at my browser. Shush. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody, you can't see it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's put this one on. We're gonna skip some of these though. I always skip to Shards of the Extadar, and then I gotta skip the ones that, well, I probably won't because I'm not paying attention. But the intro to that one's really long. Sleeping at I still don't know what that is, but I have to. Shh, you don't know what I watched. Shh, I told you to ignore it. Shush. Willy Borks. I put it on when I sleep. Usually. Or I try to put it on when I sleep and I'm having trouble getting there. It helps me relax. And it's frequently stuff like keyboard noises and stuff. I know it's weird. I know it is. But it really helps with anxiety and stuff. And thank you, Gladiator. Gonna have to make that lip a little longer, I think. It's odd because I know that there's kind of a stigma about it, but it's really helpful to me. to be able to lay in bed and, you know, instead of having my mind race about a million things, even if I can't sleep, instead of stressing, then I lay there and I listen to the sounds and relax a little bit more. So I'd rather do that than be losing my mind in bed. Oh, those are good too. I like the purring ones. I like keyboard sounds. Wooden sounds if they like rub wooden like blocks together, like when you're a kid, you know, you had those like wooden blocks. They make a really nice noise. I remember that. I yelled at you because I was a butthole. I was like, that's stupid. What are you doing? I was like, are you trying to jump on that bandwagon? Maybe you should jump on that bandwagon. I've considered it. Because sometimes I see ASMR on there and I'm like, you know, I think this would be a really good ASMR. And nobody's done it. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, maybe I should make that. Mouth noises are the grossest. I agree so hard. That is the nastiest ASMR. Or chewing. Or gum. Ugh. And I really don't like tapping that much either. I think it's annoying. Oh. Okay, because we're gonna make noise. I like, another one I like is hair brushing. If you can hear the hair, like, there's a lot of them out there where they're brushing someone's hair and you can hear them brushing through like the tangles and stuff. But there's not usually very many tangles because obviously nobody wants to have their hair ripped out. So I'm always like, you know, remember those like old stuffed animals that you've had for a gazillion years and their fur's all matted? Or like if you don't want to mess with them, get one from the store and really mat its fur up and spend an hour brushing that out. That would make awesome sounds. It can, definitely. That's why I think that maybe it would be better if it was a stuffed animal, because then you'd be like, okay, well, it's not even on a person, or, you know, it's not hurting anybody. Personally, I like that when I get my hair brushed and it gets kind of pulled, but my scalp's so tough. I'm old, so. We're gonna test out the fur brush in a little bit, because it's super cool. And I think you can add more brushes, kind of like in Photoshop, but I'm not really sure. All I know is that this program works with me so much better than GIMP does for painting. Like, it obviously doesn't do all the editing and stuff that GIMP does. But I get way less frustrated with this. And it happens with a lot of people, Gladiator. I'm just not very sensitive, so I actually... Like, I like when there's tangles and stuff. Because to me, it gives me goosebumps. It feels good. GIMP is so frustrating to me. It's great because it's a free program and it's got good support and everything. So I'm not trying to knock GIMP. It's actually an excellent program. I just get very frustrated very quickly. Yes, you're right. Well, it depends on the paintbrush. That's one of the reasons why I use this one. Because this is actually it's a marker tip. But if I were to be using like the pencil or several of the other ones, they are pressure sensitive in a way that you can see the lines. So it depends on what you want. If that's what you're after, you can do that. But when I'm coloring, this is how I go. Like I say, professionals probably use bucket fill. No, I know, GIMP isn't, like I said, GIMP is not bad. I'm not trying to knock GIMP. I just get really frustrated. It's like, Dan Kenny is really good with GIMP. He's excellent at editing photos and screenshots and all kinds of stuff. So, like, I don't know if it's just that I'm getting old and I don't have the patience anymore or what the problem is, but GIMP makes me angry. But, like I said, great support, great team. It's a good program. It's just, it's me. It's all on me. Another program that frustrates the ever-loving crap out of me is Windows Movie Maker. And I'm not gonna say that that one's actually good. I'm glad it's free, but oh my god, it makes me so angry. And there's like no saving grace. This looks like a friggin' 5-year-old made it. I'm skipping probably the Dark Portal cinematic music. We'll see if I get pissed off at her. Because it makes me think of Illidan and then I get mad. What really makes me mad is at the end of this expansion, some crap goes down, and I actually felt kind of bad for him. I was like, how dare you make me feel bad for Illidan? I don't do that. I don't feel bad for him. He sucks. Oh, there's so... Yeah, I do. I got Sony Vegas, I think, in one of those, packages. On Humble Bundle. For ridiculous price, like $20 or something. Lament of the Highborn will come. It's at the end. And I know every word in it. I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed of myself. It is in this list. I used it to edit several of my old YouTube videos. And it's definitely usable or whatever, but like, I don't know, I feel like it, for all the work and all the frustration that goes into it, it kind of comes out looking really juvenile, and I'm like, I feel like by now you should be caught up. But it never changes, it always looks the same. It's infuriating. Sony Vegas, yeah, it wasn't free, but I got it for like $20 in a Humble Bundle, and I was like, I'm buying this. I don't have the computer to run it right this second, but I was buying it while it was that cheap because that was a good deal. Y'all having a good Friday? I hope you are. I hope you're enjoying the chillin'. Do I have you on Twitter, Gladiator, or do you have me? You can, if, when you finish your drawing, if you feel like sharing, you can send it to me. You can either do it at the Scarlet DRK Games or at Scarlet Updates, whichever you want. But if you're not comfortable, I understand too. No pressure. See, I think I'd be apt to do more art and more streaming if it was nice and chill like this. Because this is good. I think you are. You're excited for today? That's awesome. You got some other stuff going on tonight? Snowy Cat, that looks familiar. Oh, Google Play Services, would you stop crashing? I wouldn't care about this damn error, but it goes off and then it makes my tablet shut up. And then I can't talk to you guys. Splatfest? What is Splatfest? Tell me about it. Uh-oh, buffering. That's not entirely surprising because my internet has recently taken to doing this thing where it kind of dips out on me for a real short window of time and then comes back. So hopefully that's all it is. And it'll situate in a second. That, I fully believe, is our more recent issues with that. Oh, Google Play Services, please. Honestly, over the years I used to say, oh, nothing can top Wrath of the Lich King. And don't get me wrong, it is an amazing soundtrack. Like, amazing. But the BC soundtrack has gotten to such an extent that of my love that it gets put on far more frequently because it's super relaxed. Yeah. Well, which makes sense that it had that. It has a competition held, Splatoon 2, and this month's theme is oh, that's awesome. That's super cool. I have never played Splatoon. It looks like you guys have a lot of fun. I'm slumping in my chair really bad. I'm sorry. Am I still buffering or am I good? It looks like my video is not really going anywhere. I kind of see lines happening with my drawing, but my camera doesn't look like it's moving, and I know that doesn't make any sense. I'm good? Okay, perfect. Thank you! And that wasn't much of a delay either from me asking. Team baseball for life. I played softball and baseball when I was younger, which is about the only sport I ever got into. I don't really like watching it, but playing it was always fun. I was the catcher. I feel like the band should go with me. Maybe. I don't know. No, it was colored in. Because... I don't know what happened there. The game off? I don't think I do know what that is. Is it, oh, my hand is tired. Off. I'm guessing it's not a video game, but I could be mistaken. I could finally leave my freaking robe for now. Okay, it's a little chillier out here than I thought it was. Well, I'd love to hear about it. Yes, I have on a Ninja Turtle shirt. I'm actually wearing Ninja Turtle pajamas too. Because I don't know what all you guys do, but I wear pajamas. Thank you. I'm Ninja Turtles all up in this bitch today. And it's old. Did I retire Vegeta pajama pants? No, no. I just only wash them once in a while and I hang them to dry, so they only get washed so often so that I don't ruin them. Because then I wear the ever-loving crap out of them because they're amazing. I need a drink. Sorry. It's an RPG. I like RPGs. I'll have to look into it at some point. Snacks are happening soon, by the way, so I'm sorry in advance. Okay. This piece is Origins, and it is in almost every soundtrack of WoW, including the original. It was started in AQ. And all of the Origins pieces are breathtaking. Kind of like Earthbound and it's free. Definitely will look into it. I've actually never played Earthbound, but I do know a lot about it. And I recently managed to get a hold of a Super Nintendo Classic, so it's on there, and I'll have to play that. Zachary and Judge. I love how much Japan loves baseball. I would recommend Paranoia Agent to you if you hadn't seen it, but I will warn you if you ever do look into Paranoia Agent. It's really creepy. That's a really creepy anime. Like, disturbing levels of creepy. Not even just like, oh, like vampires. No, it's like legit disturbing. It's super good though. And like, for some reason nobody's seen it. But it's excellent. If you can handle it, you know, if that's something that you think you would enjoy, definitely look into it. I don't warn you because I think you're weak or anything, just I would hate to recommend something that would be upsetting. Corpse Party, I haven't seen that one, but I think that this is scary in a different way. In a more sort of real life way. Which I think is part of what makes it so disturbing. Is that it's very clearly something that could happen in a lot of ways in real life. And it's like, I don't know about that. Can we shape that better? Good. Let's see, it's 6:36. And I know I'll get a call at 7. We'll go for a little while longer. Maybe I can get... Part of why I was so late starting today was I was trying to set this up. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. So what I'm going to do is depending on how I feel, I might finish this off the air, but I might save it. I don't know, depend on how inspired I feel. See, the anime is called Another. And you said it, of definition of anxiety. See, I'd check that out. See, I like horror stuff, but like with animes, I tend to be the one that likes the weird horror stuff, kind of with the exception of Death Note. Death Note got old really quick. I liked some aspects of it, but it could have gone better. However, Dead Man Wonderland is one of my favorites. I'm still angry that they only made 13 episodes. Because holy crap was Dead Man Wonderland good. Warehouse 13, was that an anime? Did they do that in an anime style? Because that was a... Stephen King... short story thing, wasn't it? Series? Like I said, parts of the anime are okay, but it was dragged out way too long. And I don't like the later developments of it where they've just basically replaced the character for no freaking reason. Mallow gets on my nerves. I liked Blood Plus, but again, went on too long. I basically watched the first half of Blood Plus, and then like the last 3 episodes, and I'm like, I still feel like I didn't miss anything in the middle, so... Oh, well, Full Metal had an episode. Yeah. And it wasn't Warehouse 1B, it was Warehouse B. But the line for the B looked like a 1 and a 3. See, that's it. Misa Misa really made me not want to watch it. She irritated me so much that it was like, you're actually kind of ruining this for me. Which I know I shouldn't let something like that bother me, but it bothered me enough. As far as anime goes, Full Metal Alchemist definitely was one of my favorites. Both Brotherhood and the original. And I know the original is a train wreck, but I still love it anyway. There's a manga that I was reading that I only read the first arc of, but I'd like to read the rest, called Higurashi. Which I would really like. I guess it's a show now. I don't know. It's been many years since I bought the manga. But the first arc is literally only 2 books long. It was so good. It was creepy too. Full Metal is so sad. It really is. It breaks. And the saddest parts of Full Metal are in both versions. So you're like, please stop breaking my heart. I can't. It looks like rain today. See, I like the original because Lust is an incredibly endearing character that kind of redeems herself in that she's supposed to be a bad guy, but she kind of realizes she's just a product of what happened, and she becomes a really good character. And so when they did Brotherhood, which was more accurate to the manga, and she wasn't so friendly anymore, I was like, I don't know if I can deal with this, because I was attached to her character. But they did such a good job of changing it to be appropriate that I properly hated her by Brotherhood. So it was really good. Brother Edward? I can't. And I'm not watching that movie, the live action one. I'm not doing it. I heard most of it's trash, and I'm sure I'd probably actually like a lot of it, but that's actually in there, and you can't pay me, okay, to watch a live action version of that scene. Don't make me watch Tucker's daughter do that again. I can't. I cannot. I don't anime much, especially not anymore. Trigun is a favorite, which I will watch for eternity. Guilty Pleasure is Inuyasha, which I will watch for eternity. I like Cowboy Bebop, okay. Sometimes I watch that one. Exactly. It's so heartbreaking. It's insane. And I'd watch it again and be sad because it's that good, but oh god, it's so... I can't. I don't like this line. Let's we'll redo that later. Voltron. We watched some of the old Voltron many times. And, what's the other one? Something Space Age Robot. He's at your command. That one. Gigantor. That was his name. And we used to watch the hell out of some Big O. I love Big O. I did. It's fun too. And then there was one that used to come on like TBS or something when I was about 18 years old, maybe 19, called ROD the TV, which stood for Read or Dream. And there was, I guess it was based on a movie called ROD, which stood for Read or Die. And it was freaking weird, and it was on at like 4 in the morning, and it was super surreal to watch. That one was really good too. Gigantor. You're welcome. Glad to help. I liked Bleach for a while, but I really only liked the first arc before I'm like, it's too much. Okay? It's too much. Great soundtrack, though. Great frickin' soundtrack. Especially the songs done by Orange Asterisk. They're really good. But, like, even just the show music is really good. I used to listen to it a lot while I did. I think while I farmed in WoW. I don't know. I don't remember what I used to do when I did it, but... like, a little goes a long way with Bleach. I like, One Piece is weird, and I have not seen all of it, obviously. I've only even seen just a couple episodes. One episode I saw had me literally almost crying over a boat. And I was like, I don't think this should be allowed. How is this kids show gonna be that deep? Omatsu-san? Oh, I've never heard of that. I really want to watch the Dragon Maid one. Because I heard it's cute too. And funny. It is probably impossible. There's like literally 900 episodes or something. But it's definitely really weird and cartoony, but it's also, it drags you in and you become invested a lot quicker than you'd expect. Also, somebody put the theme song on last week, and I remembered all the words, and I was kind of horrified. It's like, really? How long has it been since I've freaking heard it? Oh, and another good one that you're never gonna find is Scried. Right, the Dragon Maid just looks so cute. I'm all about some waifus too. It is a really kind of unfortunate art style. I will definitely give you that. Which, in some cases, if the story is good enough, I can get past it. It's too bad Empress isn't here. She'd talk anime shop with us. Have you played Doki Doki Literature Club yet? I don't know anything about it and I haven't played it, but I have heard nothing but good things. So if you like watching Doki Doki, maybe you like the game, I don't know. So sorry about the neck cracking. I'm sure that grosses everyone out. It's just kind of a habit, though. Is it? That's cool. Now, I like anime to an extent, but Kenny just thinks it's stupid most of the time. I watch a lot of Shin-Chan, though. I love Shin-Chan. It's a very dark... Really? I didn't know that. I feel like that's gonna have to be... That's fine. Oh, yay! Azure Mist Isle. Hilariously, and Hoax, you'll laugh at this, the music for the Draenei reminds me so much of the Holophoner in Futurama. And it's one of the reasons that I love both things. I love the music that comes out of the Holophoner, and I love the Draenei music. Just try not being relaxed with this going. Just try it. It's beautiful. I love how Yuri is both a name and a thing. You know, and one pertains to females, and then Yuri is a male character, a male name. I also love how in Japanese male names, Daisuke is basically like John or Bob for Japanese people. Well, I say Yuri because I'm English, but it's Yuri. Yuri. Have you seen Yuri on Ice? I'm sorry, Yuri on Ice? Because I heard that was cute too. Probably not my speed. Probably not something I'd watch much like the Host Club stuff. How great are Japanese hosts, though? It is honestly, this is one of my favorite pieces in the game, and a huge reason why this goes on when I want to relax. It's just, it's so beautiful. Not a fan of gay anime. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me that much. Like, the thing with especially Japanese is they've gotten it so kind of normalized that, like, okay, you've got a whole show about gay stuff. That's cool. And if the show's good enough, again, like other animes, I definitely will end up watching it, you know? But I don't think I'm that interested in figure skating boys that are in love or whatever they do. I mean, I would have to have the show be something I was interested in. I told you the BC soundtrack is worth putting on. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't think... I think that Host Club might be something to an extent I would like, because who doesn't want hot boys just hanging out with them? Hosts are awesome. But I'm not sure I could get invested in an anime or a manga about it. I think I'd be bored. Someone the other day that had a really like dark description on the back, and I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I might have to check it out. Because again, my favorites are the really dark ones. You don't care for... Oh, I get it. I was like, what did I say? Come on, you tell me you don't want a hot boy waiting on you or something? Like, giving you attention? I know you're straight, but come on. What harm is there in a really good-looking dude being nice to you? It's an okay anime. Another Storm music. Soul Eater. Now, I've been told that I watched Soul Eater, but I don't remember it at all. Like, I don't remember anything. Hoax, if your subscription is still up, and you were looking to get that Spellwing mount off of the last boss, I believe today is a 12-hour Friendship Spellwing run. I would have to figure out who's streaming it, but you just sit there outside the entrance and wait and try to get your name drawn and get the mount. I actually just recently leveled a Nightborn all the way to level 110, and I went through mostly BC zones on her, like literally from 60 to 80. And I did all of Netherstorm because I'd never done it all the way to the end. All of it. It's really cool, but oh my god, that's a long zone. Couldn't believe how long it took me to finish that. The level 60 to 80 I did just enough of Hellfire to move on to Blade's Edge, and then I did all of Blade's Edge and all of Netherstorm, and I ran... No, I did Terracard Forest in there, which, by the way, is awful. So you'd like to know. Not to say that there aren't good quests, but holy crap, it's boring. And all the trees... Ugh. Look at that adorable toe. What a cute freaking toe. That's pretty much it for me too. I've done Zangarmarsh so many times. But I was trying to finish doing Lore Master. And I'd never done all of those zones. Unfortunately, I went through so fast and finishing those zones that I still have Shadow Moon Valley, and believe it or not, I've never finished every quest in Nagrand. And I remember why. Xylin got lost, and I could never find the quest I was missing. I'm going to do this. Oh, that toe perspective. That turned out so better. So better. That was English, yeah. But wow, that turned out, considering the garbage it looked before. So we'll just leave a line of background there for this toe. Sorry, I'm not trying to like brag or anything. I'm not great at what I do, but once in a while, something comes out the way I actually want it to look, and I'm really excited about it. And yes, Hala. Hala was one of my favorite things in the game, and I miss it to this day. Kotura-san? Thank God this pen is pressure sensitive. Makes my life easier. Paws are the bane of my life, I swear. They're so hard. That's me once in a while too, Gladiator. I finish something and I'm like, did that come out of me? Really? Yeah, it really is a masterpiece, and I feel like they kind of fell apart on it. Well, the reason the Kata soundtrack kind of fell apart was because of the zone revamp, so I get that one. And Mist isn't awful about it, but it definitely doesn't flow as good as the previous ones. It's still an excellent soundtrack. Did you hear where they fired Russell Brower? I'm still mad at them. Like, I'll literally never forget Blizzard. freaking... I'm so excited about this, guys. There's dust on my screen that's making me think there's not colored spots. Okay. So let's zoom back out. Okay, so we've got our solid, that color. So now we need this one. No. Don't give me a hard time. Go here. Paler. You know what? Let me look at my picture again. Oops. Am I going to take a screenshot? Because it wouldn't surprise me. Just as a warning, it is 7 p.m. and I expect a call within the next 10 minutes, so I will be muting the microphone and answering that. Okay, so what we want to do is go back to this color is just coloring it. Lighten her up. All right. Warcraft's always an appropriate thing until your backlogs get uploaded to YouTube and DMCA'd. Of course, content claims don't do much if you just say, hey look, the music is owned by World of Warcraft. Then they're like, oh, well you credited us, so. Okay, Right. That's right. I just don't want them to silence it, mostly because the chatting is part of it. Like, I wouldn't be so worried if they could remove just the music, but they have to just outright mute it, and that sucks. Like I say, I usually try to write in the description, hey, this music is the World of Warcraft whatever soundtrack, and it's owned by Blizzard Entertainment. Because, I mean, it's obvious, but they do get a lot less upset if you make it real obvious. Yep. A whoopsie. I find it really funny. The pet battle music is like the old pieces. Or another storm. Or is this the Karazhan? Nope, this is Karazhan. How this made it on the original soundtrack, I'll never know. Of course, maybe it didn't. Maybe this person just added it to their playlist. There's one thing I don't particularly care for in painting. It's solid lines. Like black lines. Like in my art really bug me. I see lots of other artists like Fabelina and stuff do it. And I'm like, she can make it look so good. But then when I do it, I'm like, I hate this. So I just go with mine. My style here with the lines being colors. Oops, that's just get that in there. Cute little belly rolls. I'm concentrating, sorry. Now we go to the dark brown, which I think that's probably dark brown enough. making it darker because I'm going to just have to lighten the damn thing up then. Almost done with the flats, man. Then it'll be detail work. Could you imagine if I was able, like, if I connected my lines well enough to use bucket fill? I could just be like, boop, 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 and we can move on to detail. But what fun is that? Coloring is magical. So, yeah, I will definitely do that before I stop streaming, show you the fur brush. What are your plans for the evening, Hoax? Anything fun? You involved in that splat thing, or? Okay. Chill and watch some arts. Oh, I see. You'll probably be sleeping. Well, that's okay too. Oh, that sucks. That's really lame. That's not what I thought that was. I thought that was gonna be Kenny. So he'll be calling in seconds. Actually, it's past usually when he calls. It's weird. Now that I think about it, I wonder what color the feathers are on the white furred one. If it's a different color or if they're white too. I've been sporting the white one forever and didn't pay any attention. They're probably dark. Yeah, probably. I mean, I would imagine they've got to be some kind of contrast, but now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, what was it? How did I look at it that many months and not pay attention? This is just like a metal ring or something. Like a buckle. I'm trying to make sure we don't have any holes to the background, but I usually end up with some. So. Yep. I think Lament is coming up soon, and then that'll be the end of this soundtrack. Then I'm gonna have to put something else on. This piece is so good. Because you haven't heard. Well, it doesn't mean the soundtrack's in order. I just mean in this one. Because I don't remember anymore. We have digital collector's edition. Can't decide if I want there to be brown showing through right there, or if I want it to be straps the whole way. Oops. It's like that. All the bands make sense the way they are now, and I kind of think maybe I would like to leave a little bit of the fur in there. Yeah, it's they have one, and you can actually get the collector's edition physical like early. I think I just saw someone earlier say they saw it for 99 bucks on Amazon. Comes with the art book and a digital soundtrack. Yeah, I think I like it with the little bits of fur. actually is pretty close to what I want. Might be a little pinker than, or not pink enough. It's alright for the background, but we gotta put a tongue in there. Or it'll look weird. Alright, give me a pink, pink. Now I wonder if my phone's not working or if he just decided to not call because he can see me still online. That's pretty good. Alright. And then we need color in the nose. I keep catching sight of myself on my stream video next to me, right? Moving the painting around. And I'm like, when did I move it? And then I kind of laugh because I'm like, I'm not paying attention. And let's get a little bit of gold. I want it to be orange here, gold. Yep. I had the weirdest deja vu just now. Give me a little bit of a races and make it a lot smaller than what you're trying to do. Okay, looks like a lot of that's in the background. Okay, let's go back to our marker, which is way too big. Just tone that down. Save it again. We're up to six works in progress. Now, let's go back up. Look at my pudgy fluff bear. Time for a new layer. So I'm gonna show you the fur thing real quick, or the hair, whatever, before something, you know, if I have to leave or whatever. So we're gonna scroll in. We're gonna go back to, that's the fur color. So we want, like, let's see, it's the lighter one. This is fun. And darken it up just a bit. probably gonna undo this just so you know, but I wanted to show you how it looks. Because once you get going, it's really cool. Like, it looks furry now. It's the neatest brush. And it may get used. Redo whatever the heck I did. There's your tavern music. I think that's not quite the right color. I think that's the right color, but I think we're too thick. Okay. Now, hide this. Go back to layer 5. Go back to this color. Make it bigger. Now, don't hide that. Go back to layer 6. Okay, back to my marker. Okay, go back to layer 5. Paint this. I definitely want to make sure, as much as possible, we don't have any lines or gaps or garbage here. No, we already fucked that up. I'm guessing he didn't call because I'm streaming. And now I'm weirded out. So I will probably, when I hear him pull up, you know, get off of here. There it is. Neighbor started their motorcycle, scared the crap out of me. Good job, Gladiator. My Twitter is, you can either reach me at Scarlet DRK Games or Scarlet Updates. And I would absolutely love to see. And that's the end of that soundtrack. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm not quite sure if I'm impressed with myself that I know that in Elvish, or really ashamed. Thank you very much, and I will look at it as soon as I am done streaming here, which won't be long. We are in a smudge phase. Everybody loves smudge phase. It is pretty great. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna just, until we have to quit, we're gonna go to the original soundtrack. And we're gonna start it at, I don't want to listen to 8 versions of the Tavern. War, because I like this one. I'm of the opinion that Divine Lines are the devil. Okay, that's a little better. I will probably I think I'll probably continue this when I'm offline, but I don't know. I'll see if I can make this smudge in a way that I like it. But I'm kind of thinking no. Wait, hold on. Oh, maybe. Ain't that the truth? I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I think I can do something to help. Apparently all our coloring is just going to be smudge. That's good. It looks so angry. I mean, I guess it's supposed to. But I'm not used to my druids being cranky. That's interesting. Anyway. Definitely interesting, but not really what we wanted. Fine. Let's get a darker color. Let's just keep going with our lines, actually. Don't be surprised if you see the finished product later and it's like, where did all that go? So it wouldn't surprise me. I think 8 might be a little much, my dude. No, stop. Even that's a little much. You know, I realized part of what weirds me out about this? They don't have any horns or anything. And I know that it's because they're not all Tauren. But I'm so used to having mine have horns. Yeah. I just tapped it. Dang it. Also, my headphone cord is like right where my Alt Z is. Space. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's the signal that Kenny's home. So, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you for sitting with me for the last, I don't know, two and a half hours. I've been up for a while, so I appreciate you joining me. I hope you had a good time chilling out with me. I'm glad that this worked out, and I look forward to doing more of these in the future. If you have suggestions, go ahead and drop them for, drawing in the future at my Twitter or whatever. I'll definitely check out your drawing, Gladiator. Thank you for hanging out all day, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Splatfest, and have a good night.